She was a whale. God created her this way. She knew that other animals existed, but they all remained so small. She was a female. Her instincts told her to trust the males to protect the pack and to take care of all the worries. She allowed herself to move slowly and smiled approvingly while the males walked in circles and sang their long songs. She knew that she is under protection. She knew that she would not be offended. Her role among other roles was the main one. She had to carry a new life, give birth to a small whale, take care of it, teach it to live in depths of the ocean, make sure it behaved properly and ate well. Then she had to let her child go free. This is how she maintained stability in this world. She was not yet old enough, but she was already experienced enough to not be surprised by anything on the ocean. Until one bolt of lightning struck her in the back. It was a whaler's harpoon. The harpoon hit her not in the hump where there was a lot of fat, but lower in the back, where there was almost no natural defense, and it pierced the skin and muscles and rested on vertebra, severing many nerve connections that connected her entire body as a single nervous system. A charge of gunpowder attached to the harpoon's shaft exploded, turning a penetrating wound into a fatal one. She could not dive. She could not longer feel her lower body. Her powerful heart was still pumping the remaining blood into her lungs and brain, yet she continued to live. She realized she was floating on the surface of the ocean, no longer able to sink to the depths where she had always found protection and peace. She was surprised that the males did not protect her. Maybe it is a good thing that she was unable to see the helpless carcasses of her relatives floating helplessly on the water surface. Each harpooner from each whaler fired 3 deadly shots. Slowed down by the lack of oxygen in her blood, she still could not die. A single thought, fear, memory formed. Where is the unborn child? It was supposed to remain in that lower part of her body, from where she could no longer feel sensations, from where her brain no longer received information. Where is the child? The sailor, who had been cutting a strip of flesh from her stomach, came up close to her eye, which was wider than his own shoulders, and shouted into it. "Do not be afraid. You gave birth to him there in the water. He managed to swim away. Such a beautiful baby whale." It seemed to the whale that the man was embarrassed. She thought so because there were tears in the man's eyes. One huge, clear tear rolled out of the dying whale's eye. Now, she allowed herself to step back. The processing sailor barely had time to bend down to avoid being hit by the hook of the crane to pick up another 2-ton strip of meat cut from the still warm body of the whale's mother. That man did not fall, because he was a skilled sailor. He felt no injustice of the moment.